everyone, Sabrina from Campbell's Freedom Farm, and we did our video with the David Austin rose over there, and I realized I really need to landscape in here. Well, it's hard landscaped, but I need to pick up all of the shiso. It's a Japanese basil. Get the wildflowers, they're done for the spring cleanup. And then we have some beautiful dark pink Vinca. These are annual Vinca here in the Midwest. So, is it too much pinky pink? No. And I'll show you an echinacea plant that I'm going to pot with oranges. But what happens is this has a lot of beautiful foliage. So you'll see a lot of foliage with a dab of pink. So it's like a pop of extra, you know what I mean? So it'll also keep the ground cool, and quite honestly, Vinca is one of those plants. Maybe put a little slow feed and water, but they don't have to have over amount of water, and let it be. They love to spread. So let me show you the shiso. First I want to show you the butterfly weed. I didn't plant this, but the birds probably dropped the seeds, but I'm leaving it. I've been working to move those around. I'm leaving it. Okay, there are two types of shiso. The purple, which I'm going to keep in this area. It keeps mosquitoes away, and we eat it a lot. Weeds. These are our natives. And then we have the regular shiso. This is very edible. It's a Japanese basil, and it's great for cooking, but I don't want it here. This looks horrible. So, and later on I'll prune everything. So let's pull these. Okay, I might keep the shiso along the rocks, and we'll just trim it and use that for our food, because it really makes a mosquito barrier. I don't know if it's supposed to do that, but it does here. So all I'm doing, I put some water, and all you do is just pull it up like a regular weed, but put it in a pot of water immediately. I have one over there. It's really easy to pull up. It's just a regular weed. And that's it. And then I'll transplant it in my garden, or the vegetable garden, or the front here. Let me think about it. I can leave those in. All right, I want to produce a lot of growth on these vines, so I'm going to feed it Schultz All-Purpose 20-20-20, which will really add some growth. All I do is get a gallon of water and add, can you see the scoop? 1 scoop of water, and then all I do is just soak these, each one, for, I don't know, about 4 minutes. And I do it while they're dry. The next step is to space them out. And remember, these should be about 10 inches apart. You don't want to overcrowd them, because then they're just going to fight for space. Okay, my holes are dug, and all I'm going to do is put some slow release in the bottom. You can drop anything in there. Mix it in so it's not sitting straight on it, and plump it in. That is how simple it is. Okay, and now I'm going to top it with some leaf compost. Remember, that will add some fertilization as it gets watered, and then recover with mulch. All right, they're in. So the basic steps: first, I soaked them in a 20-20-20 fertilizer while their roots were dry, so they'll absorb it. and because I want some fast growth. So they'll spread really well that way. Space some, dig the holes. Now these are heat tolerant, so, and they don't need tons of fertilizer, but when I dug the holes, I still put a pinch of Nature's Care. It's an organic natural fertilizer. And I put them in, and then I put a handful of compost. Every time it gets watered, it'll kind of leach in there and give it some nutrients. Okay, so that's all on the annual Vinca. And remember, this is not the same as Periwinkle. These are heat tolerant, sun loving. They're from Madagascar. And the other ones are shade loving. And these basically don't overwater them, but don't let them totally dry out. Feed them if they look like they're going sluggish. And these are self-cleaning. You do not have to deadhead. They'll clean themselves, which is great. So, this is Sabrina from Campbell's Freedom Farm. This is a great plant to put in any landscape or container. It's a vining plant, and please subscribe. Have a great day.